Hi guys, I'm Hellhound, and thanks for joining me for another episode of my review show. So let's get started, alright? You guys ready? Let's get our Friday the 13th killer incense. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's get our Megadeth lighter. Get our Megadeth lighters out. I'm gonna burn some incense. Pretty soon I'm gonna have smell-o-vision on my show too, so you guys will be able to enjoy it just like I do. All right. How exciting! Yeah, nothing like a little bit of product placement, I guess. I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, today we're gonna review Carrie, a 1976 adaptation of Stephen King's very first novel. I'm pretty sure Carrie was his first. If I'm wrong, then, well, need to get my facts straight. But anyway, yeah, this movie adapted the Stephen King book. And there's not enough light in here for some reason, even though I tried really hard. But, well, I guess we'll just have to deal with it, huh? Alright, yeah, Carrie, starring Sissy Spacek as the title character. I'm not going to compare, the movie to the book, but I will say in the book she was supposed to be, like, kind of chubby. Sissy Spacek's really thin, but she plays the character perfectly, nonetheless. She does a really good job. Very believable, and her overly religious, abusive mother, played by Piper Laurie, is also really, really good. I just hated her, couldn't stand her. She did a fine job in playing that part. So the movie, obviously, is about this girl named Carrie White, Sissy Spacek, who is bullied by her peers. She's just terrorized by the other girls in the locker room and on the gym floor and just during, all the time at school, during class. Just constantly harassed by her peers. And the only one that's really nice to her is Sue Snell, played by Amy Irving, who wants Tommy, played by a young William Catt. I always like him from the movie House. She wants him to take her out to the prom that's coming up. This movie also features a young John Travolta as well as Nancy Allen. Yeah, they're all teenagers. High school was certainly hell for some people. I loved it. I was extremely popular in high school. My hair was like down to my knees, and I wore a leather jacket and ripped jeans, and I just really tried to bring back the whole '80s metalhead fad, and it really took off there for a while. So I was pretty looked up to for that, I guess. But high school can certainly be a bad place, and this movie really reflects what some of the people went through when they weren't quite as popular as I was. She's picked on, but she discovers that she has certain telekinetic powers. She can move things with her mind, which she starts to use to her advantage. And, I feel like it's not really a spoiler to tell you what happens. Like, during the climaxes, this movie's so old, I think everybody already knows the story by now, and plus, I think they kind of even give it away, like, in trailers and promotional images and stuff, so I'm going to go and tell you what happens. She's humiliated at the prom, they dump a bucket of pig's blood on her, and she just goes berserk and starts, locks the doors and starts getting revenge. All these people that tormented her are just, she takes revenge on all of them and starts offing them in brutal ways with her mind powers. It's just really friggin' cool. Really cool, brutal, horrific scene, which I appreciate how much build-up it got. The events that led up to that awesome ending were, well, not really ending, but the finale, I guess. Perfectly. It just really made us root for Carrie, but, kind of fear her at the same time. She goes home, also takes revenge on her bitch mother, as well as Nancy Allen and John Travolta's character. And I guess I won't give away the last final scare, the real ending, but, I will say that it's definitely quite shocking, and definitely deserves its place in horror history. Yeah, this movie's a great adaptation. I'd also recommend the book. It was followed by a mostly unrelated sequel, The Rage Carrie 2, in 1999. Amy Irving returned as Sue Snell in that movie, but other than that, it doesn't really have much connection. It's a totally new girl who has powers, and her tattoo, like, changes and becomes elongated and takes up her whole body or something. I don't know. It wasn't all that great. It was then remade again in 2002, and as a TV movie, and then more recently in 2013, starring Chloe Grace Moretz, who I think is far too pretty and attractive to play somebody who's bullied in high school. Though it is possible, it is realistic. There have been really pretty girls who have been picked on as well. It's honestly not as common, but you know, really nobody deserves to be picked on. I hate bullying, and I'm always rooting for the underdog to give the tormentors what's coming to them. So that's why I really like this movie. I love it when, you know, there's like an outcast and they get their revenge. Much like in, you know, movies like 976 Evil and other stuff like that. You know, so I was pretty much rooting for Carrie White the whole way, and Sissy Spacek really gave a very engaging performance, and you really felt for her at times. You know, poor girl, but you know, it made it all that more rewarding when she finally gave them a taste of their own medicine. Yeah, I just despise bullying. It's like one thing I'm really against. You know, it needs to be put an end to, and that's why I love watching movies like this. You know, the book is way better, of course, but you know, Brian De Palma, who directed this, did a great job. Did a very admirable job in adapting King's work. You know, Stephen King's basically the horror master, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, this was one of his first stories he ever wrote. I think he even threw it away, and his wife made him change his mind. She forced him to get it out of the trash and continue with it, and you know, the rest is history. But yeah, this was really well cast and really well done. As I said, I adapted the story well. It's a good movie. I think it's far better than the, you know, the pointless sequel and the other two remakes. The other two adaptions. So I definitely say check it out. My stepdad actually bought this for me on VHS when I was really, really young. You know, I was getting really hardcore into horror movies, you know, and he bought that, and my mom said, that's a little too extreme. He'll have to watch that when he's older. So, you know, I guess they kind of, you know, they didn't want me to watch it. It was, like, forbidden. But, you know, of course I snuck, you know, while they were asleep and watched it anyway. And I really liked it. I didn't really see what was so, you know, why I would have been considered too young for it. But, you know, of course, I was already watching stuff that was way more brutal than this. So I guess they just, you know, didn't really realize that. But anyway, yeah, I always liked the movie from back then when I saw it on VHS, and I stayed up late and watched it after my parents were in bed. You know, I'd highly recommend it. I'd give it about an 8 out of 10, maybe even a 9, really. It's definitely one of the better Stephen King adaptations, that's for sure. And as I said, check out the book. If you want, check out the other movies, though this one's by far the best. But yeah, well, that's Carrie from 1976, directed by Brian De Palma and starring Sissy Spacek. I think that about does it. I don't think there's anything else I need to add. I will say, I think the reason they didn't want me to watch it was because all the nudity in the opening scene in the locker room. I think that was probably why. You know, because of course violence is okay. You know, people being killed with, you know, knives flying out them, so that's all right. But a breast, oh God, no, no, that's gonna just cripple society right there. Well, I'm Hellhound, and I thank you for watching my show. Until next time.